Hello everyone, welcome to another pre-show from the one and only WA TV. I'm Elijah Johnston, I'm here beside my co-host Julian Ackerman. Today we will get you everything you need to know between your very own Wheaton Academy Warriors and their opponents today, Lisle High School.
We will give you the very latest from our WA baseball team, the MLB, and lastly, we had a chance to sit down with two starters this year.
The boys have been playing some good ball this year, entering this matchup with a record of 15-13. They have been pretty strong at home with a record of 9-5 so far this year. This team lost a lot of key pieces from its regional championship team from last year, including 4 commits. However, the boys have had a strong year thus far. Julian, who is one player that has stood out to you thus far?
Honestly, I'd have to go with Brandon Keebles. He's a senior at our school. He's also a 3-year varsity starter, and he'll be playing football at North Central College. And being a dual sport athlete is hard, but when you combine baseball and football, you have the ultimate combo of both strength and athleticism.
Yeah, for sure. He's definitely been the leader on this team. 2 other players I want to talk about are juniors Jackson Fromm and Don Morrell. They lead the Warriors in every major batting category and take the 1 and 2 spot. Jackson Fromm is everything you want from a good hitter. He can always find a way to put the ball on the plate. His .382 batting average is currently leading the team, as well as his 3 home runs and 24 runs batted in this season. Don Morrell is a fast, athletic outfielder who leads off for the Warriors. His base running IQ and speed make him dangerous on the bases. He is also a dependable center fielder. I got a chance to sit down with both of them and learn a little more about their baseball journey. Check it out. What's up, everyone? I'm here with varsity players Dominic Morrell and Jackson Fromm, and I'm going to ask them a few questions. How'd you start playing baseball?
I started when I was younger. I was 5, I believe, when I started.
What about you?
Yeah, first I'm gonna say, what's up, Wheaton Academy? Let's go. Yeah, I started around kindergarten, 1st grade, back when the big man, my dad, was my coach, day 1. Yeah, formerly a basketball player and soccer, but I made the transition to the good stick and ball, baseball.
Yeah, I'd love to hear it. What's your favorite memory from WAL baseball so far?
Last year, varsity team, we won conference, we won regionals, and we broke the Wheaton Academy's win record, 30 wins. So I thought that was great.
Heck yeah, you did.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, what about you?
Yeah, I'd also say last year we had a regional championship game at Montini. It was a packed house against a really good team that we'd already beaten earlier that year. A really talented team, and the place, there was probably around 1,000 people there. It was a really fun game. And yeah, being able to be a sophomore on that team and being underclassmen and able to contribute was a lot of fun.
Who's your favorite baseball player or baseball team, and why?
Okay, so baseball team, I got to go with the Cubs because, you know, the Cubs. Yeah. And they're cooking this year, too. And then favorite player, I got to go Ellie De La Cruz on the Reds because he's just so dominant. You know,
Yeah, favorite team, New York Mets, day 1 fan. Favorite player, I got to go Francisco Lindor.
What's your favorite pregame or postgame meal?
Ooh, post-game meal, I got to go Chinese food.
From where?
China House on Route 59.
Oh, yes, sir.
I'm first going to start by saying Chinese food is a crazy take. It's not the good take. Favorite post-game meal is whatever my mom makes me. It always slaps after game. But if I could pick, I'd go with a little, Culver's cheeseburger.
Oh, that's valid. Thank you, Jackson and Dom, for your time. Back to Eli and Julian at the desk. Well, before we move on to our next topic, Julian, I know you play some baseball yourself. Who is your favorite baseball player or team?
So, I'm a big Cubs fan, so I'd have to say the Chicago Cubs. My favorite player in the Cubs is Pete Crow Armstrong. I got to see him twice this year. He's just an amazing ball player. His current stats, he has 144 ABs, and with that, he's batting .264. He has 26 RBIs, 38 hits, and 29 runs, which is amazing. He's also dominant on the base pass, and he's just a really good ball player in general. So recently, the MLB Power Rankings came out for this week, and the Dodgers are still first for some reason, which I don't think they should be first.
Why don't think they should be first?
Because the Cubs should be first. They're just better than the Dodgers. I mean, we've beat them. First 2 games of the season, we didn't do too well, but that was just because we were getting used to it. We were in Tokyo. Just doesn't add up. Then in second, we have the New York Mets, which I actually agree with. I think that's fair. I think that the Mets should be first and the Cubs should be second, but that's okay. Third, we have the Cubs. Okay, at least we're top 3. That's pretty good. Fourth, we have the San Diego Padres, which I think is valid because we beat the Padres. They're a good team. They beat a lot of people. Their record's really good. They've also played some worse teams than us, which is, I don't know. We also have the Detroit Tigers. They're 5th. I think they're the best team in the American League, and I think that the Cubs and Tigers have a chance of fighting in the World Series together.
Right now in the MLB, who would you say is the hottest player?
I would say Aaron Judge. He's hitting nukes right now. He's batting over 400, which hasn't happened since the 1980s. He's just going off. I think that he's going to be an MVP for this year. I just really think he has potential this year.
Yeah, for sure.
Honestly, I think in the American League, the Tigers are just going to crush through that. Maybe a little bit of like a barrier with the Seattle Mariners, but that's about it.
That's all we have for you today. Before we get you to today's game, what is one bold prediction you have for the matchup?
I think that it's going to be a close game, and then we'll end up going in extra innings. And I think that some of our players are just going to go off that inning and mash, and we're going to crush them.
Yeah, I have to disagree because Lisle is 2-20, and they just haven't had the best of years. I feel like
Never mind. It's not going to go in extra innings. It's going to be slaughter rule. That's
Yeah.
it, folks.
My bold prediction is that Don Morel will have 2 stolen bases. Now we will take you to the booth where Caden Brown has to call. This is Elijah Johnson and Julian Ackerman signing out.
And we are live from Wheaton Academy. Welcome into a great afternoon of baseball between the Wheaton Academy Warriors and the Lisle Lions. I am sophomore Jacob Erickson, joined by sophomore Caden Brown, and we are thrilled to bring you a great afternoon of baseball today. Caden, who are some key players that we should keep an eye out for this afternoon?
Yeah, I've been keeping my eye on Jackson Fromm. He's been batting a really good .382 recently with a on-base percentage of .477 with 3 home runs. I'd also like to give a shout out to Don Morel, who's batting a .379 with a .505 on-base percentage with 14 stolen bases. Also Eli Tate, who's batting .349 with a .517 on-base percentage with 1 home run.
Yeah, and looking at our Warriors starting lineup today, batting first we got Don Morel, second Keebles, then going to Fromm. At the 4th spot we got Mark Jackson. Moving on to Bryce Legel, Eli Tate, Dallas Johnson, Gunnar Fitzpatrick, and rounding it off we got Luke Lopaka. Looking forward to a great game tonight between the Lisle Lions and the Wheaton Academy Warriors. Caden, what's the score prediction we got going into this game?
Yeah, I really like the Warriors in this one. I'm saying 5-0 at the end of 7.
Yeah, I got a blowout here. I got 9-2 Warriors. So very high scoring. We'll see how it goes here, and we'll come back after the national anthem. Welcome back, everyone, to Wheaton Academy. Once again, I am Jacob Erickson alongside Caden Brown. And as we look at the field today, on the mound for the Warriors is Charlie Scher, number 7. He's got a great arm. His ERA is chilling at a 5.35 ERA. Caden, what else should we be looking forward to in this game from the Warriors?
Yeah, going back to the pitching, Charlie Scher, he's had 24 strikeouts so far and 25.1 innings pitched, so he's done a really good job so far, and we look to have another great game with him today.
Yeah, the Wheaton Academy record heading into this game is a solid 15-13, 9-5 in conference play, and as we look over to the other dugout, the Lisle Lions record is 2-20-1. Rough start to the year, looking to turn that around today. But as we look even further back in this season, the last 5 games for the Warriors are 2-3, and the last 5 games for Lisle is 1-4. Both teams looking to turn a corner here as the final stretch of the season is in sight.
And yeah, highlighting another stat, Wheaton Academy as a team is batting .267, a little under the national average. We'd love to see them get the bats going a little bit here, but they are on defense to start the game.
Just about to get ready here from Wheaton Academy. Charlie Scher on the mound.
Tombarelli up to bat first.
The says play ball, and we are underway. First pitch. It's going to be a strike on the inside half of the plate. 0-1 count. The delivery. Foul ball back. Charlie up in the count now, 0-2. We'll see what he goes to here.
You got to capitalize when you're up in the count like this.
Batter calls time. Takes some practice swings as getting prepared for the 0-2 delivery here from Charlie. The windup. The pitch. Ground ball to the shortstop. Fields it cleanly. Over to first, and that's going to be the first one out of the inning. Great routine play there for the Warriors.
You know, that's really important. Getting ahead in the count, make them work a little bit, make them want to swing a little bit. Just make the play at first. McGrath up to bat now.
One gone here, top of the first. First pitch is in there for a strike. Oh, 0-1 count. The pitch. Hit. That's going to just over the head of the left fielder, off the glove. And first hit of the game for the Lions is a double, and runner in scoring position early.
Yeah, that's rough. You know, that has to be a play that has to be made. Right off the glove. That needs to be an out right there.
Solid contact early on from the Lions. 2 balls in play. Charlie pitching to strikes, and they're hitting them. One gone, runner on second for the Lions. That one's down low for ball 1.
You know, so far he's done a great job just getting ahead in the count early.
Quick pitch, and this one's popped up. Playable and right. Can't see it. It falls. Runners advance.
That's 2 plays in a row where routine plays have been messed up. That needs to be fixed.
Now runners on first and third here with only 1 gone. A golden opportunity for the Lions to drive in 1.
And he looked hot to start, you know, pitching strikes, really getting them early, but then just made small errors in the field, which led to runners on the corners.
Lions are seeing the ball well early on. Thorson stepping up to the plate, standing 6 feet tall. Swing and a miss for strike one. Runners remain on first and third here, with one gone in the top of the first. The 0-1. Foul ball back and up in the count again, 0-2. Coach checking in on the catcher here.
He got tipped with that ball a little bit.
Hitting a weird spot.
On deck, Noah Nigo. You know, the 0-2 count now. This is where you want to be. You want to be ahead in the count like this. You know, a little stoppage of play, get a little tight on the swing.
All right, if you're Charlie here, what pitch you going to?
Well, so far I think he did swing at the first pitch, so maybe give him to chase a little bit here on the outside fastball.
The possibility of turning two is in sight for the Warriors. We'll see what happens on the 0-2. The pitch. Goes on the curveball there, and that one's going to go outside.
Did kind of heed my advice a little bit, went outside.
The 1-2. Foul back our way. Remains 1-2. Runners on first and third. A lot of contact early on for the Lions.
Yeah, Thornton looks aggressive. He wants to get back in this count.
The curveball got him on strike three. First strikeout for Charlie Schurer and a backward K with that.
That is his 25th strikeout so far this season.
Great movement pitch there on the curve. Two gone here. Warriors are going to get out of this jam.
Nigo up to bat now.
Runner goes. Pitch. And he got him.
Got him.
Nice throw there by the catcher to get him at second base.
Gets out alive after a pretty disastrous inning in the field, you know, making two big errors, but, you know, that's the type of team they are. They're a strong, resilient team that fights out of adversity like that.
The next batters here for the Warriors, you got Don Morrell, Brandon Keebles, and player to keep an eye on, Jackson Fromm. 2 up for the Warriors.
Now, I'm a big fan of Don Morrell. He's batting .379 so far. You know, could be a guy that makes a big impact later in the season into the playoffs.
And on the mound for the Lions is Milo Thorson, standing 6 feet tall, junior.
Also, I'd like to point about Don Morrell, he has 14 stolen bases. That's quite impressive.
Don Morrell slugging a .379 batting average with a .505 on base percentage. So he gets on base, whether that's a walk or a hit. He's got a great batting average, so we'll see how he goes and attacks this plate appearance. Don Morrell also leads the team in runs with 28. And in stolen bases with 14. So he's quick and speedy and likes to get on. That's why he's batting in the #1 spot.
Yeah, I mean, this is a must-win game. You know, coming off a loss against Chicago Christian, I really would love to pick up a win, you know, late in the season here.
Don Morrell stepping into the box.
of the better hitters on the team now, Don Morell.
Pitch. Shows bunt, and that one goes just foul.
That was something that we were told to look out for. He does like to bunt.
Likes to play the small ball, and we see that early on in this at-bat. Third base playing in just a smidge after seeing that bunt. We'll see where Dom goes here. The 0-1. That one's low. Just missed his foot.
That could have been disastrous. Just missed him by one bit.
The 1-1. That one rides inside. It's going to be a 2-1 count now on Dom Morell.
1-2 count.
1-2.
Caught the side of the strike zone there.
Windy day here in West Chicago. The 1-2. That one's going to go outside. Dom's going to leave it. Evens the count at 2-2.
You know, he's had good plate discipline so far, not swinging at these inside or outside balls. 2-2 is the count.
Thorson. The windup. Leaves that one low. Now the count is full. Got to protect here if you're Dom.
But like we were saying, he does have great plate discipline, so he's not swinging at those low outside balls.
The full count pitch. And we get him on strike 3. Caught him on the inside breaking ball. One gone here for the Lisle Lions. Now steps up Brandon Keebles, number 2. The delivery. Breaking ball lands just high. 1-0 count to start this one. That one's driven. Center field. That was going to land in the gap. Keebles racing to second base. He's going to try 3. Brandon Keebles starts the action off for the Warriors with a triple. Great start for the Warriors. Brandon Keebles knocks a triple past the center field head. And that's exactly what you want to start this inning off.
Yeah, and that was a fantastic grip. Just got right over the center fielder's head.
Up steps Jackson Fromm, batting .382. Great batting average. Leads the team, looking to drive in the first run of the game. The pitch. Another high breaking ball to start this at-bat. That one's tipped down low. Evens the count at 1. Fromm wearing the shin guard with the white cleats, white batting gloves.
You know, and after the Warriors trip to Florida where they had a rough patch, he really came back and just started to crush it, you know, being one of the better hitters on the team.
The pitch. Another high breaking ball on that one. Makes the count 2-1 now on Fromm. The 2-1. That one's outside, gets past the catcher. Keebles decides to stay at first. Good decision there. Now at the batter's count 3-1. It's got to be his. On deck, Mark Jackson.
You know, his on-base percentage is really high with a 477. That's why he's great plate discipline.
The 3-1 is outside for ball 4. Runners on the corners now with 1 gone. Similar spot that we saw in the top half of the inning with the Lions, but we'll see if Mark Jackson can capitalize on this opportunity.
You know, in that at bat, you really didn't get anything that you could do anything with, really, especially with a runner on third.
Calls time. Jackson fixes his batting gloves, takes a practice swing, and steps back into the box. Mark Jackson has 2 home runs on the season. That one's down low.
And he looks like he's ready to rip one, man. He's looks like he's got a power swing in him.
Dortson the pitch outside. Runner breaks for second. He's going to get in there safely. 2 runners now in scoring position for the Warriors. Single, drives in 2. That's what Mark's hoping for here.
.2-0 is the count.
Dortson, the pitch. Called a strike on the lower corner.
He's been going outside. He's not giving anything inside or in the middle of the zone. He's really going outside, trying to protect the bases.
2-1 count, 1 out. Runners on second and third for the Warriors. Dortson the pitch. Breaking ball high again, having a hard time locating that curve. Trying to get that a little bit lower, but back-to-back counts now with the 3-1. On deck, Bryce Lisle, number 9. The delivery. That one's going to go outside, and that's going to load the bases for the Warriors. Great at-bat there from Mark. Good plate discipline.
Good eye, too, just knowing what's inside, what's outside, what's hittable, what's not.
Now Bryce Lisle looking to drive in some runs here for the Warriors, but Lisle does call a mound meeting real quick to talk things over. Bases loaded. 2 walks and a triple here just after that first strikeout from Dom.
Looks like Coach Collins is having a word with his pitcher. You know, he's telling him, slow down a little bit, maybe pitch a little bit more inside. A lot of stuff's been going outside. Really just letting free batters get on base.
Yeah, and we saw that breaking ball was missing pretty high the past two at bats. So looking to get that curveball down low a little bit, then throwing that low 4-seamer in there.
Also, we didn't mention Bryce Lisle earlier in the broadcast, but he's also a pretty good hitter. So giving him loaded bases is a dangerous play.
Bases loaded here for the Warriors. Dortson the pitch. He's going to start off down low, 1-0 count. The delivery. Similar pitch on that one. Runner breaks for home. Catcher bobbles it, and that's going to be the first run of the game for the Warriors. 1-0 on that one.
Yeah, and that was Brandon Keeble's really great awareness, just knowing where the ball is, how fast he is, and he's made a break for home. That's kind of the risk you take when you throw those outside low balls. Bounces a little bit weird. You might be getting a guy coming home.
Pitch. Down low. 3 straight down low. Trying to elevate this one a little bit. 3-0. Hitter, it's got to be perfect for him to hit it. Lisle stands in. The 3-0, runners on second and the third. That one's going to go outside. Ball 4. Bases are loaded again.
Yeah, and Thurston is just really having trouble not walking people right now. Everything's outside, everything's low. He really just has to center it a little more, or at least put it inside, something that's not consistently walking batters.
Eli Tay steps in. He's got a .349 batting average on the season. Golden opportunity again for the Warriors to capitalize.
He does have a home run this season, too. We'll see what he does here.
Strike on the lower half of the zone there.
I think he knows. I think we know what type of pitches he likes, kind of low outside.
Low and outside, low and in, low and low. That one's driven. That's going to get over the head of the left fielder. 2 runs are definitely going to come in. We'll see if they hold him at third, but a double there for Eli. Drives into 2 RBIs, 3-0 game for the Warriors.
Great offensive start here for the Warriors. A little slow to start. Then they started getting the bats moving a little bit, starting to get walks, and now they find themselves up 3-0 early.
A great rip there for Eli on that one to drive it over the head of the left fielder. Barreled that one up. Hustled to get a double. Drove 2 in. Exactly what you want to do in that scenario. Up steps Dallas Johnson. He fouled that one back.
The 0-1.
That one's low again. Gets past the catcher. Lisle at third. Decides to stay.
That's been a consistent problem we've seen so far. Just these balls bouncing to the back wall. You just really have to figure out a way to get that ball in the net.
We'll see how long they keep him in. The 0-1. Got him on that one. Counts now 1-2.
This is one of the rare occasions so far in this first inning we've seen up in the count for the pitcher.
1-2 on Johnson. The delivery. That's going to be strike 3. Second strikeout for Thorson.
Yeah, that was a great pitch. Got him to swing in.
Now up steps number 8, Fitzpatrick. 2 runners still in scoring position here. 2 outs. Bottom 1. Hits the lower part of the zone again. 0-1 count.
That's how it's interesting. We have a left-handed batter here he's now pitching on the inside corner.
The 0-1. High pitch there. 1-1 count now. 2 outs. Bottom first. Fitzpatrick, white cleats, white batting gloves. The pitch. That one's ripped foul. Good barrel there, off to the left side.
One, 2 now. We've seen consistently when the pitcher gets up in the count, he's able to deliver something nice.
That one's outside. 2-2. 2 outs. Runners at first and second. That one got away from him a little bit.
Yeah, if you're Thorson, you really need to get this strike 3 right here.
Go to your most confident pitch. Got to retire him. Cannot let another guy get on base. The delivery. Another foul ball there. Good at bat here from Fitzpatrick.
I like the protect the plate mentality here. You know, it's down the count early, just protecting the plate and not letting him get the strikeout.
60 degrees and windy here in West Chicago. Not a cloud in the sky. The 2-2. Down low. Now makes the count full.
You know, Gunnar really fought back in this at-bat. You know, was down early, protecting the plate. Now the count is full.
Big point in this game early on. The pitch. Another foul ball almost into the Warriors dugout. A little late on these foul balls going to the left side. What are you going here if you're Thornton?
I mean, I'm not a pitcher, but I would go for a breaking ball here, see if he can get him chase a little bit.
Goes for the fastball up, and he's going to get him. The Warriors plate 3 runs in the bottom of the first. Great start for Wheaton Academy. Now Lisle, I mean, they got to get something going, whether that's get runners on base like they did last time or walk or whatever it may be. They got to get some momentum back into them.
I think the Lions are lucky I'm not their pitching coach and telling them what to pitch. So now the Warriors are back on defense. Had a shutout inning to start. Now they look to try to do that again.
Charlie back on the mound for the Warriors. He had a great first inning. Couple Ks. It's more of a contact pitcher that we've seen. Lots of contact that he's let up, but 1 ground out, 1 pop out, 1 K. I mean, gets the job done for sure.
I do want to see the Warriors have a little better fielding performance. You know, 2 big errors in the outfield. That needs to be cleaned up.
For sure. A little bit of movement in the Lisle bullpen. Number 12, Noah Castro, warming up. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube page at Wheaton Academy. Get all the updates from live streams to chapels to whatever it may be, but make sure to subscribe to that. We saw in that first inning a nice pickoff there from the catcher to end the inning.
That's just the heads-up baseball that the Warriors want to play. Now number 15, Noah Nigo up to bat.
The delivery. Catches the top part of the zone there. The 0-1. That one's popped up. Playable. Will it drop? No, what a great catch there. That's Jackson Fromm ranging all the way from the shortstop position. Great play there to start the inning off. Good hustle. Great overall play. Kind of got caught up in the sun, though.
Number 1, Anthony Genko up to bat now.
Nice pitch on the inside part of the plate.
Smaller guy, 5'10". freshman.
That one's popped up on the infield. Johnson calls for it. Makes a catch on the mound. Back-to-back quick plays, 2 quick outs to start the inning. Exactly what you want if you're the Warriors.
Number 22, Wilson Wonder up to bat. 5'6" freshman on the smaller side.
The delivery. That one's ripped out into the gap. It's not going to drop, though. Great inning for the Warriors. Quick inning, less than 10 pitches, exactly what you want for your pitcher, for your defense. Quick work. Feel there's no errors on this possession here.
You know, I feel like Coach Water kind of yelled at him after those 2 errors in the first inning. Really
Woke
got
him
them in
up.
shape, yeah. Let's see if we can get Thorsten going a little bit. He had some really nice pitches, but couldn't finish out a lot of the at-bats. Really been struggling with walks. And as we observed, he kind of pitches on the outside corner of whatever batter he's facing. So if it's left side, a little more inside. Warriors up 3-0 in the bottom of the second. See if the Lions can get any offense moving here so far. Nothing yet.
Next 3 at-bats here for the Warriors. We got Lopaka, then going back to the top with Morrell, Keebles, Fromm, and moving on from there. Lopaka, a last-minute sub for Spinelli. Luke plays outfield and pitcher. Versatile player. Steps in, lefty batter box. Drives that one in the air. Looks like that one's in a curve foul. Good hustle there.
And he stayed at second, not knowing it was a foul ball.
Love the hustle. Love the hustle.
Never a bad thing. Just got really excited about the rip there.
Let's do it again.
Yo, 1.
Fouls that one back.
Love the contact we're making so far. think we're back. We had some technical difficulties there.
Don Morell.
In that time, we got one on base.
And there's another rip. Just foul. Good hit there from Dom. As Luke's still running.
We love the hustle. They always want to put on the team who's willing to go the extra base.
Shoe came untied him, too. Lots of fun things happening.
He's a fun player to watch. And steps Keebles. Sorry, Dom's still in. Full count for Don Morell now.
Full count. Inside, it hit him. Runners on first and second now. No outs, and in comes Brandon Keebles. He had a nice rip last at bat.
Yeah, I think he did have a triple in the first inning, if I'm not mistaken.
First and second for the Warriors. No outs. We're in the bottom of the second inning. The delivery. Fouled back.
Warriors up 3-0 in the second inning. Great offensive start and no signs of stopping.
Pitch. Hit up the middle, and that gets past the second baseman. It's going to drive in a run. Makes the score 4-0. Keeble is going to go to second base. Ball gets past. Dom decides to stay, but a nice rip there. 2 for 2 on the day.
Jackson Fromm up to bat again, one of the better hitters on the team, as we mentioned. Steps into the box.
The 0-0 count here to Fromm. 2 runners in scoring position early in the inning. Still nobody out. High breaking ball doesn't come down. 1-0. Strike on the lower half of the zone there. 1-1 count now on Fromm. Foul tipped into the catcher. Very windy day here at Wheaton Academy. The 1-1. Down low for ball 2.
Even with a slow defensive start, Thornton's been able to relatively keep in the zone pretty well, but not really shaken by this rocky start.
That one goes outside. Full count now on Fromm. Great at bat here. He's putting together.
Full count now.
The delivery. That one's popped up. Kind of in the triangle, and a nice diving stop there by the right fielder. Does drive in 1 run on the sac fly. Nice play there by the right fielder to dive and get that one.
5-0 now. Something needs to change quickly for Lisle, or else they will find themselves in a blowout game.
Another mound meeting here to discuss things.
This is the second mound meeting Coach Collins has had with his starting pitcher. Trying to figure something out because whatever is happening right now is not working.
He's gonna go out. Pitching change here for Lisle.
That'll be Noah Castro, I believe, is on the mound right now. See if he can do any better after a pretty rocky start.
All right, Caden, almost 2 innings in the books here from Wheaton Academy. What's your outlook on this game so far?
I think Wheaton Academy's had it pretty easy so far. Nothing too difficult has come at them so far. Made a couple of errors in the first inning, but ever since that they've been squeaky clean and right now up 5-0. Just an early observation about Noah Castro. He looks like he has some slower pitches that he's looking to implement here.
Next 3 batters for Wheaton Academy. You got Jackson, you got Lisle, and then you got Tate. All very good power hitters.
Mark Jackson up to bat now, number 42.
Ump says play ball. We are back underway here. Runner on third with 1 gone. Outside doesn't hit. 1-0 count.
Tell me if I'm not seeing this correct. It does look a little slow so far.
It does, it does. See if Wheaton Academy can get a hold of these pitches. Strike on the outside part of the plate. One count here to Jackson. Delivery.
Swing and a miss there.
These slow pitches can be very tempting for hitters.
We got a lot of movement on him, though.
They do. Timeout called.
Count is now 2-2 to Mark Jackson.
Gotta protect here if you're Mark. The 2-2. Outside makes the count full. Full count here for Jackson. delivery. That one's in there, and that's popped up. High pop up in the infield. Makes the catch.
And that's out number 2, I believe.
Now in for the Warriors, Eli Tate. Got the pink and blue batting gloves with the blue cleats. Never mind, Bryce Lisle stepping up. Eli Tate on deck.
2 outs now, up 5-0.
That one's outside. Temperature dropping a little bit here. Wind's blowing.
$2-0 now to Lisle. Pitcher having a hard time locating here in this at-bat. It's got to be perfect here for Bryce Lisle. Delivery. That one's in there for strike. He himself is a pitcher, so he knows what's a pitcher's mindset coming into a 3-0 count.
Got it. Most confident pitch.
Yeah.
Most confident pitch.
In this case, he just took it.
It's a ground ball. That get past the third baseman. The base hit for Bryce.
And Keebles will score.
Nice rip there past the third base.
I believe it is 6-0. Might be mistaken.
Tries the pick off there at first. No go there. Tries the curve up there, but doesn't work. Misses just high. 2-0 count. It's five straight, or 5 out of 6 straight balls. Got to locate here. That one's in there. That's a rip by Eli Tate.
Gets down. As he stays at second. Lisle stays at second. Tate stays at first.
All right, now runners on first and second. Dallas Johnson steps up to the plate. His last at-bat, he struck out. Nice curveball there, just gets under it. That's going to be the inning.
Charlie stays on the mound.
He's pitching really well as of late. Quick inning, last inning. Really only has 1, maybe 2 hits in the game. So he's pitching just a great game.
I also do believe those 2 hits came from errors.
Yes.
So I'm sticking to the notion that he is having a really good game so far.
Your Warriors looking for another quick inning.
Pitched, I think, not even 10 pitches there in the last outing. Sean Connell up to bat now. Trying to get the offense going for the Lions.
Top of the third. 6-0 ball game. That one's popped up. Foul territory. Oh, 1 count here. Sean Connell stands 5'10".
.5'10" freshman playing on varsity.
Hal tips that one right into the catcher's mitt. 1-2 count now for the Warriors. The delivery down low, stays alive, keeps it at 1-2. Got him on the breaking ball down low for the strikeout. Great work here by Charlie so far in this game. Quick, efficient work. Not a lot of 3-2, 2-2 counts. Just taking care of the batter quick. Exactly what you want.
Got Nicholas Dubois batting now. Standing at 5'7", a sophomore.
Takes a first pitch for a strike. Little shift here. Right is a little bit in, but that's about it. Strike 2.
Swing and a miss. That's strike 3 taken by Dubois.
Back-to-back case here for Charlie.
JT Tombarelli up to bat now. Standing at 5'7", a freshman playing on varsity.
Wind definitely blowing in, but that's not stopping Charlie from throwing strikes. The delivery. Hits that one. That's going to land fair or foul. Makes the count now 0-2, 2 outs. Great work here in the top half of the third.
Oh, 2 outs, down by 6. Kind of a rough spot right now.
The delivery. Tries the curveball there. Almost a really, really good pitch. 1-2, 2 outs, no runners on base, 6-0 Warriors. That one's high, 2-2.
It's kind of cooled off. It started a little warmer at the start of the game. Now it's kind of chilly and the wind's kind of blowing in.
That one's ripped. Is it going to find grass? No, it will not. Great inning again for the Warriors. And there's 0 on the board, 6-0. Heading into the bottom half of the third inning. If you're Lisle, you got to fix something here. Not great start. 3-3 in both of the innings here for the Warriors. They got to be more efficient on the mound, clean in the field, quick.
Stick with Noah Castro here going into the bottom of the third. Did a decent job, but nothing too special so far for any pitcher.
Yeah, we mentioned that the speed of Noah Castro is a little bit slower than the previous pitcher that we saw. So if you're the Warriors, you just got to stay back. You got to wait a little bit, and then you got to drive one out in the outfield. So
I think Thornton did have an issue trying to locate the strike zone. This time, the strike zone is been found pretty early here. It's just about speed and striking batters out. not getting contact.
Up steps Fitzpatrick. He had a nice at-bat last time that resulted in a walk. First pitch of the bottom of the third. Shows bunt. It's fair. Good bunt. He's going to beat that one out. There's a great bunt playing small ball there. Perfectly placed.
Really just died. Not a lot of bouncing. Just got down and stayed down.
It's a great display of small ball there. And a pinch runner is going to come in for the catcher.
Lucas Johnson, I think, is now running bases for him. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if they went back to the bump more often. Really great speed on a lot of these guys, and they just did not have great reaction time there.
Yeah, we saw Dom Morrell try that in the first at-bat of the game. Didn't pay out, and here, got him caught in a pickle.
And he's caught.
He's going to get tagged out there. Nice work from the Lions in the field.
Not a great decision there by Lucas Jackson. Should have jumped back, but decided to go all in and go to second.
He was pretty far out there, had to commit. That one's fouled off, but yeah, that pickoff there really helped the pitcher and the defense just to get one out under their legs.
Yeah. That's been their issue so far. They're not been able to get consistent outs. Really a big struggle for the Warriors, or sorry, the Lions.
That one's low. Couldn't find that one. The 1-1. That one's hit high in the air. High pop up in foul territory.
And it is foul.
Just drops. Almost caught out there by the left fielder.
That seems to be an issue for the Lions, just trying to get under these balls, you know what's fair, what's not.
I mean, there's a lot of wind up in the sky, and so the ball is going to be moving all over the place up there. So it's going to be tough to locate it.
It's true.
Pretty sunny, sun setting. Tough for those fielders to find it.
Count is 1-2. Timeout is called.
Lopaka. He had a nice single on his last at-bat. That one's high. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. No runners on base. We're in the bottom of the third.
2-2 now. It looked like a pretty easy at-bat for the pitcher. Now turned into a more competitive at-bat.
The delivery. Goes to the curveball there and just got on top of it. Swung on and missed strike 3. 2 outs now for the Lions. In steps Dom Morell. That one's hit high in the air. Trying to find it. Shortstop calls for it. Third out of the inning. Fastest inning for the Lions in this game for sure.
Any more innings like that, really a little late for that. Too little, too late.
First 0 spot in the game for the Warriors.
Did a lot of their work in the first two. Kind of cooled off after that.
Scher returns to the mound for the 4th inning. This pitch is a great game so far, for sure. Shout out our crew working on a great game today, providing all the great camera angles and graphics.
Shout out to our photographer, Elijah Johnson, getting the best pictures. We've seen a great game so far. Warriors lead 6-0, coming off a nasty loss to Chicago Christian in a conference game.
All I can say is that my prediction is still alive.
I was
9-2.
I was one off.
Just one off.
Seeing how Charlie's pitching, I think we might have a split in the middle there.
Might have
6-0.
to. Might have to. First pitch of the 4th is in there for a strike. Feels like the wind's blowing a little bit extra in these later innings. I don't know if that's just me, but
It's definitely cooled off.
yeah.
Everyone's feeling the cold a little bit.
That one's in there for another strike. 2-1 or 1-2 count now. Scher's had a couple strikeouts in this game. Going for another one. That's a rip up the middle.
Ooh,
And Mark
nice
Jackson,
play.
a great play at second base. Reaches out, makes a highlight play for sure.
Great reaction time by Mark there. Just getting over, getting his hand up, making the play for the first out.
That one's high for ball 1.
Andrew Schroeder up to bat. They got a big team. I've seen a lot of guys up to play so far.
Yeah. That one's in there for a strike.
Fouls it off for strike number 2. 1 out. Warriors lead by 6.
Around 35 people in attendance today for this one. Chilly day here in West Chicago.
That one low. Full count with 1 out.
I'm predicting a strikeout here.
What pitch would you go?
Curveball. That was a ground ball to the shortstop. Routine play. 2 gone here. Prediction did not come true, but still got an out. Take it.
Noah Castro, the pitcher, is up to bat now. Doing a little bit of everything.
Noah Castro swinging the Marucci Cat X.
Swing and a miss for strike 1.
The 0-1. Fires that one in there for strike 2. Not that confident of swings here from Noah Castro. He's got to find one that's his.
The 0-2 now.
Got him on strike 3. Backward K there for Charlie. Great outing from him today. We'll see if he goes in for another one, but if he does not, great work for him.
Yes, sir, Ez.
Castro back on the mound after striking out that last bat. Ready to start the bottom of the 4th. Warriors lead 6-0.
Make sure to follow us on the Real Wa TV on Instagram for more updates from athletics to school news and notes. Everything is on there, so make sure to follow us on that. As we start the bottom of the 4th again, I am sophomore Jacob Erickson. He is sophomore Caden Brown. 6-0 ball game here for the Warriors as Brandon Keebles steps in. He's had some nice at-bats today, no doubt.
Keebles at bat now. Had a pretty good day so far.
Shows bunt.
Little too low to bunt there. Low and outside.
Keebles swinging the Marucci Cat X Connect. The delivery. That one on the outside part of the plate. Even the count's at 1. The 1-1. That one's outside a little bit. 2-1 count now on Keebles. The delivery.
Ooh.
Rips right into the dugout. Hopefully everyone's okay.
Really ripped it right to the dugout.
Sounds like it hit like a coach or something in the chest. Thumbs up, we're good.
We got some stronger coaches.
Oh, yeah. Tries to go to this off-speed curve there. Doesn't work. Full count now, no outs. be really, really helpful if Lisle can get a out here to start the inning. That one's low. Ball 4. Warriors start with a runner on first.
From up to bat now. Had a pretty solid day so far. Coming to this bottom of the 4th inning.
We've seen Fromm make some good plays in the field at short today. See if he can get something going here in the batter's box. Tries to pick him off right there at first. No bite. Ball gets past the pitcher. The high off speed isn't going. 1-0 count. The 1-0 runner is going. The throw down to second is not in time. A stolen base for Keebles. That's his 24th on the season.
Wow. Count is now 2-1 for Fromm.
The 2-1. Foul back our way. Evens the count at 2-2. Mark Jackson on deck. He had a nice play earlier in the frame at second base. The 2-2. Gripped. Nice foul ball there.
Crushed it. That's kind of the risk you take when you get these off-speed pitches.
Still a 2-2 count. Runner breaks for third. Nice jump. The hit and run works. That one's gonna drop.
And Keebles comes home. It is now 7-0. Mark Jackson up to bat now. We've seen some powers in his swing. Really just getting under it.
7-0 ball game now. Warriors in a commanding lead. Pickoff. No good. Mark Jackson looking to get on base here and continue this. Swing and a miss there. On deck is Bryce Lisle. Fromm at first. No outs. One strike, no balls to pitch. That's popped up again. Similar spot to last time Mark was up. That one's gonna fall.
One out now. Warriors lead 7-0 with Lisle up to bat.
Bryce Lisle is also a pitcher on the team. He also has a bat as well. Runner breaks for second. The throw down. It's not in time. Stolen brace for Fromm.
Bryce Lisle is committed to Indiana Wesleyan University for baseball. I think it was mentioned in the pre-show that he's been a 3-year varsity starter.
Yeah, Bryce, a great contributor to the team. Wind continues to pick up. 2-1 underway. That one's low. 3-1. Hitters count. Runner in scoring position with 1 gone. The pitch. That one's low. Bryce gets on again.
Would not be surprised if the Lions try a pitching switch up because nothing seems to be working right now.
Pitching coach comes out, discusses things.
The third trip to the mound for Coach Collins. Just trying to get anything to work right now. It's kind of been a theme of their season, things just not quite working out. The 2-20-1 record really just have not hit their stride yet. And this late in the season, it might be too late to turn around such a lopsided season.
You gotta finish strong though. 7-0 ball game. I've gotta look past that. One at bat at a time. For this one, up steps Eli Tate. He had a nice base hit his last at bat to right field. 2 runners on, first and second with 1 gone. We're in the bottom half of the 4th. Ball outside there. Pitch. That one's low. Runners stay. 2-0 count now. That one's low. 3-0. Having some hard control here. Later in this game.
.30 count.
Do you think the wind's a factor here in these pitching scenarios?
Oh, for sure, but not enough to justify this poor pitching performance by the Lions.
The delivery goes to the curveball there, doesn't hit, and that's going to load the bases for the Warriors. And up comes Dallas Johnson. He's 0 for 2 on the day. Looking to change that here and contribute to this lead. Fouls that one off to the right side.
Pitch. Low and outside there for ball 1.
One ball, 1 strike, 1 out the pitch. That one's low. Runners both stay.
With a fast guy like Jackson Fromm, he could have gone home there and competed for a run there.
Catcher having a hard time keeping them in front. Also, the pitchers have been a little wild here in this one. Another ball low, 3-1. Pitcher's in danger of walking in a run here. Gotta throw one in. Big pitch here in this game. That one's ripped.
Nice rib.
That's going to get over the head and over the wall for a ground rule double. Great hit there by Dallas Johnson. Drives in 2, and it is 9-0. Wheaton Academy.
Another 3-run inning. A new face up to bat, Lincoln Park.
Lincoln Park coming in for Fitzpatrick in the 8th spot in the order.
Nothing Warriors. This will be one to forget if you're the Lions. This is a tough outing for them.
Ball gets passed. Eli Tate decides to stay. Shorter backstop here at Wheaton Academy.
Pitch high there for ball 2. Got some dogs at the park today. Came here to watch some Warrior baseball.
2-0. That's a right by Lincoln Park.
Oh,
Slips but tags up. That run's gonna store.
Tate gets home. It is now a 10-0 ball game in favor of the Wheaton Academy Warriors.
Double digits. Gino Spinelli now comes in for Luke Lopaka. Gino plays outfield, infield, and pitcher. Versatile player.
It was an early last-minute substitution.
He was.
To get him out the game, but now he's back with 2 outs.
Double-digit lead here for Wheaton Academy, 10-0. Are you surprised at all that Lisle is keeping in Noah Castro?
I'm a little bit surprised. I mean, after a 4-run inning following a 3-run inning, it's hard to keep your guy on the mound.
Yeah, I don't expect him to stay in here. Big lead at second. Fouls that one back. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bottom half of the 4th.
One, 2 now with 2 outs. Warriors lead by 10 runs.
Goes to the curveball there, misses high and out. 2-2.
Going back to your comment about keeping the pitcher on the mound, he's not a bad pitcher. He's just having a hard time locating. So I don't see the point of keeping him out there in one that's kind of gotten away for them. Save him for another day.
I agree. Full count now. 2 outs, runner on second, the pitch. That one's grounded, foul. And as we look ahead, the next game for each of these teams. Tomorrow, Lisle takes on Aurora Christian. And on Saturday, Wheaton Academy takes on Bartlett. 2 games that these teams need to win. Pitch. That one's high.
Walks him.
Now in the game is TJ Sias coming in for Don Morrell.
We're trying to get some of the players that weren't exactly in the starting lineup. Now at bat.
A junior. Temperatures dropped to 58 degrees now. Wind makes it feel a little bit cooler. Feels like 53. It's 58. That one's on the inside part of the plate. 0-1 count here. 2 outs. Runners on first and second. Pitch. Swing and a miss. There's strike 2. Good swing there by TJ. Two, 2 outs, runners on first and second. 10-0 ball game, the pitch. That one's high. Ball 1, 1-2.
Nice take there. Realized it was a little too high. Knew what he could get.
The pitch. That one's foul back our way.
Good job protecting the plate there by TJ.
Battling here with 2 strikes. 1 ball, 2 strikes again. Pitch. That one's high. Over the catcher, over the ump. Runners advance. Looks like the ball went behind the pads of the backstop here.
That's something you don't see every day.
Don't see that every day for sure. Runners do advance 1 base though.
You know, I thought the pitcher was pitching at us.
Scary.
Two. 2 outs. Warriors up by 10 runs.
That one's popped up high in the air. Another foul ball.
Love this at bat by TJ. You know, really protecting the plate.
Really working this pitcher here, laying his outing for sure.
Nothing. Bottom of the 4th here.
Pitch. That one's inside. Full count. 1 at bat here from TJ. Comes into the game at substitution and provides great work here.
3-2 now. 2 outs. Great at bat by TJ Sias. Protecting the plate. Trying to get ahead in the count.
Full count. That one's low. Ball 4. Great at bat there from TJ Sias. Loads the bases.
Another umpire got hit there.
Another substitution.
That's number 6, Aiden Toll.
Yeah, if you're the umpire right now, if you get hit by anything in this cold, brisk weather, it could hurt a little bit. So take your time if you're blue.
If you want to catch our next live stream, it is a boys volleyball on the 15th against St. Edwards. It is senior night as well.
If you can't make it in person, make sure to hop on the live stream.
If you want to hear me and Jacob call another baseball game, I think it is May 24th. Early morning. I think it's an 11 a.m. game. It is their senior night the next time we're calling it. Senior morning, I guess.
Yeah, senior night's coming around this time of year. School's getting toward the end. Aiden Toll, pitcher, outfielder, and infielder.
You know, I don't get the move here by Coach Collins to keep Castro in. He's really struggling.
Just wearing him out. I think if you let one, maybe two more runs in, you gotta like switch it out there.
That's what I thought. We were at 8 runs.
I mean, a 4-run frame. He's down low and he's gonna walk in another run.
This is getting drawn out a little bit.
Now comes the crew chief.
Having a talk with his pitcher, hopefully relieving him.
There we go. Good outing. Semi-good outing.
Got a new pitcher in. That's number 16, Caden Johnson, 5'7" freshman. See if he can do something, because so far this has been a lopsided affair.
Looks like this pitcher can throw a little bit harder than the previous pitcher. Nothing wrong about the previous pitcher, but
We start again with a new pitcher. Bottom of the 4th, up 11-0.
you want to talk about a good 2-out rally.
Yeah. Kind of a rough one to come out to today. Kind of cold. Looks like Warriors have this one all but finished. But the Warrior faithful is still out here supporting their guys. Just an update. Mercy rule kicks in at 15 after 4. So if a grand slam is hit here, this game
possible.
will be over.
That one's low. Or Couple more walks.
Couple more walks. Wouldn't call it out of the picture.
No. Pitch. That one's hit on the ground. Diving stop. Gets past. 1 run scores. Another run in the books for the Warriors.
Wind kind of died down finally. Just for time for Caden Johnson to take the mound.
Mark Jackson up to the plate. He's had a good game. 2 flyouts.
The 0-1 Warriors lead by 12 with 2 outs.
Pitch. That one's ripped on a line. That's going to fall for a base hit. 2 more runs are going to score. It's going to make the lead by 13. He's safe at home.
Aiden Toll sliding in. Don't think it was anywhere close, but
Real close to the plate, let me tell you.
I do believe the Warriors are at 14 runs. 1 more run for a mercy rule.
I mean, if you're Lisle, like, do you drag out the paint anymore? It's like,
Carson Miller has a chance to send us all home.
hey, base hit, considered a walk-off.
I think a double would be considered a walk-off here.
Foul back.
Oh, 2. Pitch. Far outside. If you missed it, the girls' track yesterday won conference. I think also they broke a school record. Is that correct?
The boys did.
The boys did.
4x4. Shout out to them.
The 1-2, Carson Miller. Alex Swallow has a chance to end this game.
Base hit.
Base hit would end this game, likely. The 1-2 now.
1-2, 2 outs. The pitch. That one's down low. Free base for Mark Jackson. That's his 12th steal in the season. Shout out boys JV baseball for winning conference. Full count, 2 outs in the bottom of the 4th, an 8th spot for the Warriors to make it 14-0. Runners on 2nd and 3rd. Pitch. Ball 4.
That one outside. Bases now loaded. Lucas Jackson up to bat now has the opportunity to be the hero of the day and end the game. I do believe I was told that he was brother to Mark Jackson.
Yes. 2 brothers on the same team.
A walk is as good as a base hit here.
That one's low. Ball 1.
The 1-0 now.
Pitch. Inside, ball 2. Going into this game, we thought that the Warriors were going to have a pretty good lead here at this point in the game, but 14 runs.
2-0 now to Lucas Jackson. That one low. 3-0 count. One more strike here, or one more ball here, and this game is likely over.
3-0 count.
Three one now, 2 outs. Lucas Jackson.
Pitch. Foul ball again.
Three two now, 2 outs.
Pitch.
Fouls it off.
Foul ball again. Runners were in motion. Staying alive, battling on this full count.
Three two, 2 outs. 14-0. One more to a mercy rule. Lucas Jackson. Here we go.
The full count pitch. Strike 3. Got him swinging. Ends the inning with the 8th spot.
We got a new catcher in. I believe that is Cooper Malshelski catching. And then is that, I can't tell, is that Jackson Fromm or is that Aiden Toll?
Aiden Toll on the mound. Cooper Malcheski.
Got a new pitcher on the mound now. Heading to the top of the 5th inning.
We got a new look in the field here for the Warriors. Dallas at third, Mark at second, Gino playing short. Got Carson at first, and then Aiden and Cooper on the mound and behind the plate.
Jacob, it's been a minute since we've called a game together. It's been since basketball season.
Basketball was the last one we called. Looking forward to doing more of these. Baseball.
One more baseball after this.
Yeah. That one's high and inside.
Time to back off the plate a little bit, says Aiden Toll.
Pitched in there for a strike on the outer part of the plate. That one's popped up in the air. That's fair territory. Wind catches it up a little bit. Dallas is out there to make the catch. Nice catch there by Dallas Johnston. Loses the hat in the process.
Anthony Genko up to bat now. I think he has a wood bat. You don't see that a lot in high school.
I don't know if it's wood, but it's definitely painted like wood. Pitch. That one's hit on the ground. Dallas fields it cleanly, fires at the first, and a nice pick.
Ooh, got him.
There by Carson, and a wild throw back, but the out was made. Pitch. That one's in there for a strike. Hit the lower part of the zone. Once again, looking forward to Wheaton Academy's next game. It's on Saturday, May 10th against Bartlett High School. And then for Lisle, their next game is on May 9th, tomorrow, against Aurora Christian. Got him, strike 3. Quick work there by the Warriors. 0 spot in the top of the 5th. We'll see. Looks like
the game has been called.
Game is over. Warriors win 14-0. Great outing by the Warriors today. Good base hits, good stealing bases. Great pitching today by our starter, Charlie Scher. Lowers that ERA for sure, but Caden, what do you see in this game that really stood out to you?
I saw a Warrior team that is good, that has not really found their stride earlier in the season. So they lost a lot there. They lost a lot on their trip to Florida. But ever since then, they've been playing really well. And I think that come playoff time, these guys can make a good run at a state title.
No doubt about that. With that, I am sophomore Jacob Erickson. He's sophomore Caden Brown, and we're signing off.
Yeah.